Hello guys, welcome back to another video here with me, Arnold, competitive content as usual, preparing for the Explorer Qualifier weekend. And we have nothing else but DIMIR control in front of us again, which is a deck I'm of course very fond of. I've made multiple videos on this archetype, and here we have a new iteration. This is a version that was championed by Eliot Bousseau in the PT Phyrexia. Right, I mean, I'm taking a lot of lists from that tournament, even though it's Pioneer, very close to Explorer, of course. And people that worked for a Pro Tour are usually putting in a ton of reps, a ton of time. So those lists are good starting points. And here we're taking his list as a starting point. Sheoldred's Edict is the big new card for this archetype. A 2-mana removal that gets rid of Planeswalkers. Phenomenal in a format where they are running around Kiora, the Behemoth thingy, whatever it's called, you know, the 3-mana Kiora, Khan, out of Mono Green Devotion, and various other things. And then, yeah, this card just does a lot. It's a 2-mana instant speed removal. Stuff like Heartless Act, Go for the Throat, all these 2-mana removal that this deck usually had to play were, you know, fine. They're fine cards, but they didn't cover as many things, as many problems as Sheoldred's Edict covers. And when you're playing a control deck, you usually want to have the card that covers the most things and is flexible too, so you can have it against a lot of decks. So that's the big one. Small addition also, Geier Sanitarium is now legal in Explorer with Shadows Remastered. This is a little bit of a combo with Narset. In your opponent's turn, you can activate the Geier Sanitarium. They draw an extra card, and then they draw for this draw step, and they have to discard if you do it in the upkeep, or then if you do it in the end step, they just never draw a card. They just have to discard a card, so it constantly discards them a card while you draw a card, discard a card. Pretty good. One thing, again, because it's Pioneer, there's some cards are not legal in Explorer, so 2 Dig Through Time were in the original list. I cut 1 Dig Through Time, sorry, I cut both Dig Through Time, of course, for Search for Azcanta and a 3rd Shark Typhoon. I think that makes sense. I'm trying the Search for Azcanta. You could also play a Memory Deluge or a 4th Shark Typhoon. But this card is pretty decent in this deck. It flips very quickly. You have a lot of 1-drops. You have Consider to mill cards even. And yeah, it is a really powerful late game card that just kind of wins the game against a lot of decks. I mean, Azcanta, the Sunken Ruin, it was used to be the kill condition in blue-black control and standard. I played this card 3 times in my blue-black control deck. I almost made like GP top 8s with it. And actually I did make a GP top 8 with the deck. But multiples actually, almost, yeah. With Esper control back then. But yeah, this card was phenomenal. And in this format, it is obviously dies to graveyard hate because you need a graveyard, but there are not that many decks that have graveyard hate, and the deck isn't really reliant on it. So I really wanted to give the card a shot again. Yeah, and Shark Typhoon is just similar to Dig Through Time as another late game card. The rest of the deck, pretty standard stuff. We have 1 Cling to Dust, we have Censors. I guess unusual is the Thoughtseize. That's a card that you usually do not see in blue-black, but I guess it can make sense. I mean, it clears the way. It's a very powerful effect. It clears the way for Narset. And yeah, it's very good against combo decks and all the other decks. It's very bad against aggressive decks. But there you side it out, and you're gonna be fine. Sweepers of Choice, Extinction Event, Ritual, and Meathook. Meathook is cool. I can see it. It's a life gain source, which can be important, right? You're playing a control deck, want to have some life gain. And then the rest of the deck, you know, some Negates, some Sinister Sabotage, Memory Deluge, 1 Gearhulk, 25 lands in total, with 3 Consider to hit your land drops, Censor to hit your land drops. Looks good, looks good. 2 Field of Ruin as well in the mix down here. And I guess another new addition is the Darkslick Shores, which helps with the mana a lot. Makes it less painful, has more untapped blue-black sources in the early game, which is important. So, cool addition from Phyrexia. Sideboard, more Cling to Dust for graveyard decks. Really, really good against Esper Greasefang. So why do I always say Esper Greasefang? Absent Greasefang. So there were 2 cards in the sideboard that I couldn't play in Explorer, Notion Thief, and what else was it? Notion Thief and Jace Vryn's Prodigy. So I trimmed those for a cut down, which I like against the aggressive decks, especially against Talia, humans. And I added a Shark Typhoon instead of, Shark Typhoon and cut down for Notion Thief and Jace. For Thoughtseize, good against combo control. Extinction Event, Shadow's Verdict. Here is the sweepers for the company decks. For Mono Green Devotion, Extinction Event is phenomenal, of course. We have 2 Kalitas to swing around the games against humans, against all the aggressive decks when they don't expect creatures. Board out all their removal, and you surprise them with a Kalitas. Aether Gust, Disdainful Stroke, you know, reasonable answers in the format. Disdainful Stroke is good against control, combo decks, creativity, and also Mono Green Devotion, countering Khan and Cavalier and Storm. Narset's Reversal, just your 1-off against Fort Distortion. I don't know if you've seen my last video on DIMIR Control, you might remember that Fort Distortion that won my opponent an unlosable game from my side. Was I playing Blue-White Control? Maybe I was playing Blue-White, but Fort Distortion really got me, and Narset's Reversal is good in control fights with lots of counterspells, but it's also good against, of course, Fort Distortion. Mystical Dispute, nice little counterspell. Narset number 4 for, against more slow games, and Shark Typhoon also for the slow games. That is Blue-Black Control. Of course, I'm really excited to play this because it's just so much fun, but I'm also curious to see if there's significant improvement for the deck. Elliot gathered 5 wins, 2 losses, and 3 draws in the tournament in the Protophyrexia. So he only had 2 losses, to be fair, but 3 draws is a lot. I mean, a control deck, sometimes you don't finish games, right? Games go really long. This deck is kind of low on kill conditions. Also only 1 haul, which I'm a little skeptical of. I really like the haul. I kind of like 2 copies usually. But here he's just running 1. I suppose he really wants all his lands to come into play untapped. Anyhow, that is the deck tech. Let's have some gameplay. The play against Giganta. Clearwater Pathway, a bit awkward here. But his hand's kind of too good, and we have Field of Ruin. I mean, the awkward card in his hand, I guess, is Field of Ruin, not the Clearwater Pathway. But the Field of Ruin will provide us with another source of mana on turn 3 if we get there. And if we don't get there, we have a lot of spells in the early game. Close hand, a bit risky, but I'm gonna try it. We can start with Thoughtseize and then see from there. Likely playing against Sacrifice. Yep. Ooh, the Fable. They really needed the Fable there. It seems to be Junt Sacrifice maybe, or it's just a Junt deck. Junt midrange, I don't know. We'll see. Boseiju. Hopefully they Boseiju me. Damn it. I took the risk. Giganta, that's fine. That's kind of funny. I guess I destroyed a green. They might not play basics, you know? Like, there's not much reason to play basics in Explorer, so this could just be an LD, a land destruction. I play a swamp, alright. Oof. Gosh, that is a really, really, really good card. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well. Yeah. That is the type of card. Like, I was thinking this game's gonna go fine, you know, like, but that is a haymaker of a card. God damn it. Alright, fine. We'll make it through somehow. Each opponent sacrifices a non-token creature. Okay. Yeah. Okay, fine. I mean, now we know what we're up against. We're playing against the Transmogrify deck with a Traxa instead of Titan. Cool. Yeah, we're not winning this game, I assume. We can try. I need to draw land here. Maybe I can win this. Maybe I can win this. If I draw land here, I can maybe win. God damn it. Ah. Okay. Oh, it's so painful to draw exactly that land. No, I gotta take, like, the hit. I guess I push the cat. Okay. This should be a good matchup, though. I think, right? Like, I mean, they have Thoughtseize likely. They have Obnixilis. At least that's what I played. Why did they shock? Maybe they have a briefcase? No. Maybe. We'll see. Again, drawing a land there, I could go Edict and Counterspell. Yeah. Magic. Alright. We'll lose this one. We'll win the next two. It's fine. Could still win, I guess, if they like have nothing left. But I find that to be unlikely. I can't really Edict. Sucks. I have to counter this. I think. Do I keep that? Probably. What's gonna happen here? I Edict and Azcanta. Hope that's good enough. I guess now they could just kill the Atraxa for another trigger, technically. The Transmogrify. Yeah, again, I could win this game if they literally have nothing left. 2 cards. They can't hit a creature. Those 2 cards and the top of the deck. No creatures. Damn it. They hit Chariot, Enchantment, Thoughtseize. And an untapped black source, so they can Thoughtseize one of my cards here. Having a Atraxa is better than Titan of Industry in this matchup, probably. But I think Titan is so much better overall than Atraxa. I like the Titan more. Titan also, you can play Kahira instead of Giganta with Titan. And Kahira is actively good with Chariot, while Giganta is a little bit of a clunker. So I have 2 more Edicts in hand. I need to find one of those. I'm at 4 life. Yeah, let's see, but probably picking this up. Alright, I guess I Thoughtseize for more info. See one more card. Alright, another Transmog. Okay. Okay. Sweepers, I don't like too much. Cling to Dust doesn't seem very useful. Thoughtseize, Disdainful Stroke, Aether Gust. Worried about Nixilis, I guess. Fatal Push. How good's Fatal Push here? How good's Meathook? Having some sweepers might be alright for like the cats. If a Chariot ever gets through. Extinction Event also kills every token. Which is kind of cool. Kalitas? How's Kalitas? Funny thing is they can transmogrify the Kalitas. Kalitas should be able to take over a game. At least against all the tokens. I might even want Mystical Dispute, which is kind of funny. Yeah, but I probably can go down on pushes. And then the question is, do I want Shark? Do I want Narset? So they have Fable as a draw, but that's pretty much it. Yeah. So Narset's ability is just like kind of useless here. Shark Typhoon. Seems fine. How's its reversal? This seems fine. Seems like a really good matchup, honestly. Man, I just realized that Edict is incredibly good in the blue-white matchup. It's just a 2-mana removal for their Planeswalkers if they resolve. It's pretty good. Sure. Yeah. I've considered to hit me land drops, and as long as I hit land drops, I should be good. I think I just consider now in case I hit some weird tap land. Losing 2 games just to missing land drops is always frustrating. Yeah. Okay. Complained too early. Need land drops. Man, 25 lands. Is that too few? Like the deck like this really has to make all its land drops. Otherwise, you can't deploy all your cards and stuff, and it's just really, really bad. Yeah. Now to take Disdainful Stroke. I guess I have the Edict to. But Disdainful Stroke also stops Chariot, which is one of the best cards in the matchup. So yeah, to take Stroke, and I'm left with no defense. Frustrating to lose such a good matchup. Luca. I guess I can Edict that. If I would have hit a land drop, they couldn't really even play that there because I could have just shocked for 2. Darkslick Shores looking really awkward. So far. Would much rather have Shipwreck Marsh. Of course, that could be variants. They can also ramp with that. 3 cards in hand. Yeah, now they're insulated against the Edict as well, because now I can't Edict in response to Transmog. Okay. Let's see. I think I'll play an Azcanta here. I just have to dig to something, and I have to be mana efficient. I think I want the Edict over the Censor. I definitely don't want the Shark. The Edict doesn't look that great here either. But I need something to interact with the board. If they make it 3/3 here, that's 7 power. It's a really, I don't know, weird, frustrating game from my side. I really like the Giant Transmogrify deck though. I think it could be good in the meta game. It's very good against Rakdos.
You are a mighty warrior. I concede.
I can't beat that. It's just unbeatable. Pretty much. Let's see. What the hit? Why are there so many cards revealed? What the heck? Is Atraxa bugged? 5, 8, 10, 6. Why are there 16 cards revealed there? I don't want to play anymore. Like, they just resolve a Chariot and I'm done. They have another Thoughtseize. So frustrating. This is whatever. It's not a... I can't believe... Like, I don't think this is a bad matchup. We just lost because they had a very good draw and we missed land drops. We didn't have the appropriate amount of counter spells. And we had to bin these Thoughtseizes to hit lands. Yeah. What can you do? And I should have killed one of these beasts. Whatever, I'm just tilted. I'm tilted. I'm tilted. The first, keep. Now let's hope my deck doesn't die to itself again. I think I kind of need land drops here, so I'm going to use this. It's interesting. It's double Censor. I think I'm going to keep that. It's like, in worst case, I could cycle it and then draw a card. They really, if Censor is really good here, they might take it. Just hoping my pushes are good, honestly, because if my pushes aren't good here, this is, it's likely just Grease Fang, right? Ooh, that was a good draw. This is Grease Fang. Yep. My opponent is taking their time. Yeah, interesting. Like, maybe this deck is not that good. It's so... Game 1, your hands really depend on what you play against. It's just always the awkward part of control. About having these proactive elements. Like, 3 of my cards are dead, pretty much. It's just awful. I'll probably just draw a card here. Thoughtseize. My goodness. Or I'll Thoughtseize, I guess. Liliana, Raffine's Informant Reverse. So take the Liliana, huh? Want the Edict for the Grease Fang. Now they can take my Edict. Mill some cards with this. So I have to hope they don't hit, essentially. Take the Narset, okay. Maybe a wise choice from the opponent, considering that now I don't have any card advantage whatsoever. They hit a Chariot. I can also just take the Chariot and hardcast Chariot. That's probably the smartest move here. Yeah. Chariot is incredible against this blue-black deck. Playing twice against Thoughtseize Chariot decks. Maybe this deck is just not that good as I thought against what my opponents bring to the table. They have Traverse enabled. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. I don't think I want to push these. Maybe one of them. Then I play out of Informant, and then I can event. Yep. Yeah, okay, that is a huge issue. No, not only do they have Greasefang Parhelion now, so I can't really tap out for Extinction Event anymore. So what do I do? Okay, I think I'll push this, draw land off the top, cling to Dust the Parhelion, and then I Extinction Event. Do I want an Edict? Probably not. Okay. It's just playing this DIMIR deck feels like magic on hard mode, really. How am I supposed to get out of this? I can exile the Parhelion, but then they still have a Chariot in the bin now. So if I exile Parhelion, I don't think I have any outs, do I? What are my outs? So I go to take 7, go to 5. If I draw Thoughtseize land, I can Thoughtseize the Traverse. And then Extinction Event, that's my out, I guess. And in that case, I don't even have to cling to Dust. So I'm just gonna Memory Deluge into Thoughtseize plus land. Yeah. Okay, land is there, Thoughtseize is not. Just taking our land. Okay, now I have to draw Thoughtseize. Nope. I mean, maybe they don't go for it, who knows? But there's no downside and no reason not to go for it, really, so. It's funny, like, I think all of these are good matchups, but I'm losing. So, what is this? It's just magic on hard mode with DIMIR control. You're just reacting, you don't draw your pieces right. Your opponent Thoughtseizes you, GG. Interesting. Not super sure how to do this. Like push. They likely are playing the version that I used in the video, right, with Vessel and stuff. So they don't have that many push targets. And push can only, I mean, push plus Shark or Field of Ruin gets rid of a Greasefang. So there's some utility there. You can Shark Typhoon for 0 and then it triggers Revolt. Yeah, the Extinction Event ain't that bad against the Resolved Chariot, but I guess I could also just do this and then hope to always have a counterspell for the Chariot. All my hopes and dreams of this deck being finally good enough are just being squashed by those last games. Maybe, I mean, yeah, let's see. Just, now we know what we're playing against, so we boarded out some of our bad cards. Let's just hope for a good hand, and then we'll maybe get there. So Liliana is something to worry about, and Thoughtseize and Duress. I guess those are just the cheap ones, and then Chariot. With Edict, you can get rid of Liliana nicely. This hand seems fine. Okie dokie. Just play this on turn 1. I don't really need double black anyways. I mean, I might need double black later, but I'm gonna be okay. I might also need Otawara later. That's why I don't want to play this on turn 1. Good buddy, Gearhulk. Ah, you're so expensive, my friend. Game might go long, but hate to put you in the bin, but I think you're just too expensive here. Ooh, okay, that's a card. And that's a card. Okay, alright. Not too bad. Those were some draws. Damn. Yeah, I used to play in Standard. Used to play these cards, like Field of Ruin was legal. They're both from the same set, Ixalan. Search for Azcanta was legal. Played Gearhulk in that deck too. Kalitas was 1 year before Ixalan. It was a sweet control deck. Yeah. With the Esper version was just blue-black splash for Teferi Hero of Dominaria back then. It was a good deck. With that one, I made top 8 of a GP. And then with the just blue-black one, I made almost top 4. I made top 8 in the team GP with my team. The deck, I think I had like a bunch of draws in that tournament. It was rough. Yeah, I drew a lot. It's difficult to sometimes finish games. In any case, that was a lot of fun, that's for sure. My opponent is a very thorough thinker, which makes me think they're a good player. They take their time and stuff. They really want to learn the deck. So, am I keeping a Censor? Probably yes. Yeah, I think so. They are playing 1 swamp. So, the Field of Ruin won't be in land destruction. Yep. Ooh. That's nasty. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, maybe you should board out Azcanta because of that card. Yeah, probably. I didn't think about that one. Narset. I'll destroy the mana conference. Although, I guess if they have a swamp, they're gonna be fine on mana. Yeah. Well, that's okay. Maybe that was a mistake. That was very likely not the I mean, we get to have another card in the bin for search, but it didn't really matter there. Maybe I should have actually... No, I didn't have the option to. Maybe I should have... Yeah, no, I did have the option to do that. I could have, with the search for Azcanta trigger on the stack, could have like played more cards to flip it. Like play this. You can actually do that. Yeah, just kind of keep that in mind. Interesting. That's a sideboard card, huh? I guess I counted that. Okay, yeah. Anyways, it's okay. Now it flips. Shark Typhoon. They don't have a vehicle in the grave. I kind of want to find a counterspell. I think I don't need Shark Typhoon here. I just want lands and counter spells. Lands are good because with Azcanta you just want more lands. So you can activate it and stuff. And then cast things. I think this is just to activate Azcanta. I'm not gonna play Narset, I think. Yeah. This looks very good for us now. One missing land drops with twice the mana. I could try to find Negate, I guess. Why not? Oh, wait a minute. I can actually now I can Stone Rain them, right? Oh, right. I'm playing a little unfocused, not gonna lie. They just conceded. Okay, fine. I mean, this game was not very winnable for them. Okay, but the Witherbloom command is a huge blowout, so I don't think I can play Azcanta. Graveyard Trespasser. Interesting. It's a pretty annoying card. I guess the Edict takes care of it pretty nicely, but if they have a Rafine's Informant, of course it doesn't. I wonder how good the Narset even is, honestly. Maybe I just want Sharks. Can't really tap out for Narset that easily. And they have small creatures to attack me with. I think I like the Dispute. The Greasefang deck doesn't have a lot of mana, and they have a lot of things I want to counter, so I'm gonna bring it in. Opponent took a mulligan. I'm also gonna join them in that. Okay. Very blue heavy hand. Thinking about Narset or Shark Typhoon, probably just Narset. Shark Typhoon is also so clunky. Both kind of slow and mana intensive. This Narset could be good against some draws of theirs. Like, then again, if they have Chariot, I can't really no. On the play, I could. On the play, I think on the play I would keep the Narset there, but on the draw, I think you have to keep this. You have to keep the Shark Typhoon because you want to keep up the Disdainful Stroke for their Chariot when they are playing their turn 4. Took the Deluge. All right. Want to grind, taking them at the card advantage. Actually, yeah, the Greasefang deck can grind kind of well in these post-bow games. One has a Grizzly Salvage, I assume. It's a pretty good curve. Thoughtseize Grizzly Salvage. Okay, no vehicle, big. That is big. Thoughtseize. I need lands. Always putting the Thoughtseize in the bin, which is funny. They don't know about the Censor. Okay. 2 cards left. I'm gonna counter that. It's pressure on the board, and it could like discard a vehicle. Yeah, just pass. Greasefang is not so. Yeah. Greasefang is not so threatening because of Edict. But I won't have Edict any longer. Another one. It's pretty annoying. It's a 4/4/2. Mm-hmm. Okay. I mean, push helps, but we have to discard a card. I can Field of Ruin one of their lands. Probably just discard the Cling. I don't know though. Maybe I should not do that. Maybe I should consider and keep the Cling in hand. I mean, let's consider first anyhow. That just makes sense. Takenuma, I could also discard that. Yeah. No, thank you. Memory Deluge, that's a good one. What do you find? Lily and Greasefang and a land. Lily is kind of annoying here, not gonna lie. Yeah, I also take the Lily. I think at this point, I'm just gonna cling something. Maybe I can find a negate. Guess it doesn't really matter. I guess I'll take the enchantment. Delirium. Okay.
When I win, you're telling me
Yep.
what you know about the one of your friends has to leave.
They don't have vehicle. And they don't have white mana. So what the combination of things that could get me is plus Lily, discard vehicle, play white land, play Greasefang. But that needs Greasefang, white land, and vehicle in hand. So I think I'm good to just cast Narset here.
I train every day, meditate, and prepare.
Cling should save me. But the Shark is kind of good against the Lily, I guess. Cling should make this really safe. I could also play Thoughtseize. Maybe I take the Shark? Because the only thing that's troublesome right now is the Lily. How many Edicts do I have left? I have 3 Edicts in my deck. Yeah, I mean, I should be able to find an Edict, honestly. Like, I don't think I need the Shark. I don't want to Thoughtseize my opponent because I don't want to trim down their size, their hand size. But they have Lily in play.
You won't be outsmarting me.
Yeah, I guess I just discard the Deluge. They discard Pahelion, yeah. Yeah. Maybe they have another Trespasser. Yeah. God damn it. Just losing to Trespasser. Looks pretty strong, huh? Really good against my deck. Ugh. Just the Disdainful Stroke looks awful. But, I mean, it's kind of likely that I have a Chariot in hand, right? I mean, they went through half the deck, I haven't seen one. So if I discard Chariot instead of Deluge, they just Chariot me, you know? I mean, just... Opponent has it all lined up. I think I just exile Leon at this point. Cycle. Okay, that's a card. That's a Magic the Gathering card. That could swing me back into this game. Opponent has 2 cards in hand. Alright, I guess I'll take the push. Okay. Opponent's not missing a beat. I mean, they're playing nicely. They really are playing well. I'm also not missing a beat here, really. Keeping me on my toes. So many trespasses. Guess it's good in a mirror match. Randomly against control decks like mine. I think I'm just going to use Cling. But then they can Chariot me. Maybe I just gotta discard the push. Yeah.
Don't overthink things.
Godless Shrine. But now they're gonna exile the Cling. Ah! Ah, it's so frustrating! Also the Hive with Eye Tyrant, why did you have to play tapped? If I had an untapped land here, it's just... hate it. They attack me instead of... I have to let it go, I think. It's so frustrating, but I have to let it go. I'm playing around the Chariot. I can beat a Chariot. If I play the Cling, am I able to beat a Chariot? I don't think so.
Drop it.
Alien, alright. Okay, you got this. You got this. Gearhulk for the win here. Come on. Woo! What a match. What a grind. Exiling all these nice flashback cards or escape. We got the Hive, we got the Gearhulk now. Should be good. We should be good. Been that. Yes! Oof. What a game. That was good. That was a satisfying win. What a game. They made it difficult. They made it really difficult, that's for sure. Alright, guys. Whew. On the play, we love that, and this hand seems very keepable. Darkslick Shores looking excellent here. For the first time. Alright. Land go. Blackleaf Cliffs, alright. Keep an island here. I think that's... love to hit a third land drop. This type of hand just makes me happy in my heart. Look at this, all instant, blue-black control. I wish for this to be killed so badly. Soken-san. Alright, let's distract his mid-range. Misery's Shadow. Alright, I'll just push, I guess. And a Shark Typhoon. Answer, 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 answer. I have all the answers. Push gone. Blood Type Harvester. Pretty good card. Fable? Come on, do it. Croxa. Yeah. How is this got a Censor? Croxa is annoying. I have a Hive here. Cards. I mean, if they have Bone Crusher, they can just Bone Crusher my Shark. I'll just Censor for now. Narset. I'll slam Narset, yeah.
If you wish to surrender now, I have just the trick for this.
Interesting. Kind of want to bait my opponent into activating the Den of the Bugbear. That'd be kind of sweet. If I take the push, they know I have push. Now they don't. Okay. Fable. Looks like they don't have push. It's good to know, because they didn't have priority there. So we can technically exile the Croxa. Might just do that, honestly. 3 cards in hand. Push or Ritual? Probably push. And I'm just gonna do so. Attack, attack. It's a thing you can't really do in... I mean, you could risk it, of course, but it's so nice to know that when your opponent doesn't have priority, they don't have push, and these are things you can't do in paper Magic or on Magic Online. It's just plays that you can do on Arena. Opponent didn't play around the Narset ability, discarding a Takenuma there. Okay. No Ritual of Soot, I guess. Looks better, huh? Okay. And a land and a Mutavault, okay. Not bad, not bad. Oh man, if I would have taken that Ritual of Soot, it would have been so much better. It's hard to say, you know, like they had Den of the Bugbear already as a manland. Like, am I really supposed to, you know? I don't know. Brutal. Could make a 5/5 Shark. That's good enough, I guess, to block everything. Or I could cast Shark Typhoon, but then I'm gonna swing for a lot of damage. And exile my Deluge, and then I have like nothing left. I can make a 1/1, I guess, but yeah. Alright, I'm gonna make a big Shark. Game losing thing here. Fatal Push or Ritual of Soot. I mean, they would have played differently knowing about the Ritual, of course, but that would have bought me more time. And so on and so on. I could also Memory Deluge here, technically speaking. I have Meathook in my deck. And I have Extinction Event in my deck. Both are insane here. Oh, they're not even exiling the Deluge. They put me to 14. Yeah, I'll just make a 5/5. Hoping for no push. It's a bit weird they didn't activate a manland, I gotta say. It's a bit weird. Okay. Well, I mean, I don't mind it, honestly. I like that they didn't activate the manland. Okay. Okay, I think Narset... I should deploy Narset, I think. Because it stops the Fable trigger, stops the castle in their turn.
The focused and disciplined encounter. Keep an open mind.
Edict, Negate, Shark. Huh. Edict isn't that good here, right? Because it just gets rid of a Meter Vault, for example. So probably want the Shark. I gotta be careful to not die to like a swarm of creatures. They probably copy the Bone Crusher. Can't really do nothing. I guess I could cycle for 0 and then push the Bone Crusher. So let me see. If they draw land, they can play the land, activate Meter Vault, activate Den. It's a lot. It's a lot of damage. If I kill the Kiki, I think I'm gonna be okay. I think I'm gonna be okay. I could have Geier reached technically. They kept the card. That's not a good sign. Oh, it's a land. I guess. Of course they have to keep the card. But now they did this. Okay. So now I push to Den. Let's see what they do. They want to copy that. Take 6. Okay. Yeah. So I block, jump, take 6. Okay, okay. Doable. Minus.
Meditate.
Edict. That's good. You can still activate the Meter Vault. Let's see if they see it. No, didn't see it. Okay. And that's a concession. Good. Okay. Thoughtseize doesn't seem good. Cling to Dust is decent against the Kroxa. Probably one Verdict. And what else? Shark Typhoon. Aether Gust. Narset is so la. Cut down. Kills Harvester, kills the mainland, kills the Den, but doesn't kill the Hive. Kills the Mutavault. Vault. Kills the Goblin Shaman. It's fine. Extinction Event is fine too. Could probably set it up in a way that Extinction Event gets me a 2-for-1. I think Kalitas is not good because they have too much removal likely still post-board. Anything else? Negate. Negate is okay. Narset. Narset is questionable. Just too easy to attack. Like, Rakdos really is just an aggro deck in this matchup. An aggro deck with Thoughtseize. That's really what this is post-board. So I want to have cut down, I think, and just be a blue-black control version that's good against aggro. Cling to Dust. If I don't have Cling to Dust, my only answer to Kroxa is Shadow. I mean, I have Extinction Event and Shadow's Verdict. And Shadow's Verdict does it even when it's still in the graveyard. And Kroxa is kind of expensive. But to be fair, the escape part of this can also just win the late game. Maybe I just cut another Narset. Like, not win the late game, but just, you know, it's a very grindy matchup, just drawing me extra cards. Difficult. I don't know what to cut. Maybe a Sabotage. Sabotage is a bit clunky. Especially on the draw. The hand is missing some early game, like a push, consider. And then it's also missing lands. So it's missing both those pieces. It has 2 lands. Azcanta is a very good card. Edict is decent. Sweepers are decent. If they have Thoughtseize on my Azcanta, this hand looks a lot worse though. I'm playing against Rakdos midrange. It's a grindy matchup. I have a decent opening hand. I think I'm going to keep. The Thoughtseize is kind of bound to take this Azcanta. Yeah. Misery's Shadow. Ba ba ba. We're just gonna take hits from this. They don't pump it, especially. Go blank. Huh. 3 cards in hand. Just discard Extinction Event, Edict. I guess I consider first. Nah. Just discard these 2. Could also discard an Event and Shark Typhoon. 3 cards in hand over there. Could also discard both the sweepers. They know about them, they can play around them. But I think there's some sort of there's an effect on the game if I have the sweeper still in hand, that they just will not overextend. At which point the sweeper does enough for me. It's an interesting spot. I could also see discarding a shark and keeping both edicts. And then I go blank. Ugh. That one's good. Two cards in hand. Not sure if this is correct. Feeler Rune. Narset. Narset. I mean, Narset's gonna die. Could slow roll the Narset. It's gonna absorb some damage. What my plan is here to wait until they have Fable flipped and then I Ritual. And then take the damage until then. So I'll chump the Misery's Shadow. Take 2, go to 14, then next turn I take a lot of damage. 2 cards in hand. And then I Ritual, and then I untap, and then I Narset. To take over the game with Narset. But I could also just absorb damage and find something else with Narset. And this is kind of a good turn to deploy the card. Also really absorbs a lot of damage. I don't even have to jump. Yeah, this is exactly the type of thing I was thinking about. If Narset finds me a Narset, it's kind of the same. Narset or Shark? I think Shark is better. Yeah. Okay, cool, perfect. We exchanged our good card for another good card. And we absorb a lot of damage. This is perfect. So I think it was... I mean, in hindsight, it was definitely correct to play the Narset there. If I, of course, miss with the Narset or something like that happens, then it sucks. But on average, probably correct to do so. Okay, that's fine. And another big one, it stops the second chapter, right? So if they have a bad hand, they can't do nothing. Okay. We'll just wait. Of course, a Thoughtseize gets us, but yeah. Okay. That's really good. Because that will result in me dying to Kroxa. Even after Ritual. Maybe discard this, but then I take damage, go to 11, take another hit. To 11, they pump. Hit me for like 6. I go to 5. Then I blow this up, play Ritual, they play Kroxa, discard another card. Dicey. Maybe I just have to discard the Edict. This is a tough spot. Hope for top deck to clear out this Kroxa. Could also just make a Shark here. Maybe I'm desperate enough to do so. And hope to find some sort of effect to get rid of this Kroxa. Oh my god, that's exactly the card I needed. That is insane. That's what Verdict is for. Yeah, opponent playing around the Ritual. I mean, Kroxa doesn't quite come back yet. But I think they're not going to overcommit anyways, so I don't think I want waiting here. I mean, knowing that I drew Shadow's Verdict, I wouldn't have Shark Typhoon, of course. but I didn't know, so I think it was fine. I think it's better to just cut down that. It makes them down a land and Field of Ruin. Rakdos has a lot of lands that matter. So Field of Ruin is gonna be useful later on, and the cut down doesn't have any targets right now, so you see that land is very, very good. Okay, that's bad. I have some top decks. Very grindy game. I drew 7 lands, my opponent drew 5, which one of them traded for a spell of mine. So yeah, they're like very, very close and grindy, but me just having more lands than my opponent will result in me losing. Which is normal, I mean. That's what Rakdos does. Low to the ground deck. Okay. Torrential Gearhulk. Gosh. Don't mind if I do. So that's a 6/6. Ugh. Maybe I need to cut down that in my turn. I'm at 8. If I go Edict, I just sack the Bone Crusher and I can't block. So I probably have to consider. I could have cut down this in my turn. Interesting. But then they won't attack with the Bone Crusher, so I don't get the freebie there. Just have to hope that I hit like something really good. Okay, that's a good card. Block. They just put me to 6. Play Sheoldred, I go to 4. Yeah. Okay. That's that. It's 6/6, you say. I have a 5/5. Could draw into a push or Edict by making it a 4/4. Probably a good idea. I have all the pushes still in my deck. I'll just make it a 4/4. Go to 2. Die 2, Bone Crusher now. Alright, block. Ooh, they let it happen. This means they have a second Sheoldred, huh? Which I can beat with an Edict here. Yeah, I think I keep that for 8 mana. Yeah, that stays there. Stopping my upkeep. That ain't it. That ain't it. I could draw Cling to Dust, right? In my draw step and then gain 3. I would go to 5 and then down to 3. So I guess I can take the Consider. Come on. Too bad. Wait a minute. I guess I can Consider again there and then find the Cling. Yeah, shit, right. I can just consider, find the cling. I consider too early. Yeah. And then if the 2 triggers on the stack, I'm at 2, I can just gain 3, go up to 5 again. Damn it. Yeah, I consider too early. Alright. Okay. Close one. I'm gonna play, I want the Sabotage. Let's cut the cut down. It's a close game. Yeah, no interaction early, but on the play, I think that's okay. You know, it's not an optimal hand, of course, but not gonna mulligan. Damn it, I was so close to stabilizing. But Edict and block the shadow. They just eat my shadow, you know? Like, is that good? They just pay 4, eat my Gearhulk, and then I have like nothing left. Gearhulk or Shark? Gearhulk is very powerful. Very, very good in this matchup. I think I'm gonna try to keep the Gearhulk. Yeah, it costs 6 mana, but I'm gonna try it. And I want to keep the Negate because of Fable. They have a phenomenal draw here. Also going around my Negate, not having Fable. Sucks. So low on cards. Keep the 6-drop when you have only 4 lands. Nope, it's gone. Yeah, my chances to win this game are slim to non-existent. I have to draw Memory Deluge immediately. And even then, they have Croxa, they have 3 cards. I don't know what happened this game. We both kept a 7, but this was a 2-for-1. Yeah, what can you do? I was on the play. I had 1 card less. They just are killing me.
Nobody knows Dominaria.
Yeah, the Rakdos matchup being so close for DIMIR is not a good sign for DIMIR at all. My opponent had the absolute god draw here, to be fair. Like, just has it all. But I think that post boards, when they bring in Duress and even Go Blank, and yeah, it's close, you know. You have your card advantage, but they also have theirs. But I mean, they had the absolute god draw this game. They just had everything. What a demolition of my deck. What an absolute demolition. Yeah, scary stuff, but that's what the deck can do, so. I guess I could play more Narsets for these type of games. Maybe you just have to. I didn't see Go Blanks in game. I didn't see Duress or Go Blank in game 2, so I was like, I'm just gonna be the control player. But of course, here I rather would have loved to. If that Extinction Event would have just been a Narset, that would have been actively good here, right? Like a Narset, I can maybe come back into this. But it not being a Narset, yeah, it being an Extinction Event, I lost. So It's interesting. Like in the top decks, you do want a lot of haymakers. Then some games just revolve around tempo. Like game 2 was very tempo heavy. I didn't really have time to deploy much. They just, you know. Rakdos is just an insane deck, honestly. It's so good. So, no wonder my opponent's crushing me. Yeah, it's over. They deal me 3, attack me for 4. I block the 1. And they can even minus the Lily if they want to.
We all have things we'd
You gotta be prepared for Rakdos in some variation. This deck, it doesn't feel prepared enough for Rakdos, honestly. Yeah, DIMIR control. No, my verdict is still not quite good enough. It's like a tier 2 deck. It's a fine deck, but the Edict won't change the deck dramatically. It will make some matchups a little bit better, especially the Planeswalker heavies like Mono Green Devotion. Having a clean answer to Kiora is nice. It improves the deck slightly, but not by a ton, and it still has the same issues as before, so I'm not gonna even try to work on this more. I don't think I got unlucky or anything. My opponent got very lucky in this game, but even then, you know, this matchup is very close, and the experienced players will have the tools to outplay or outgrind the blue-black deck. So, and then the other matchups, you're always playing a control deck. Like, you will be behind in some stages. Blue-white control has a little bit more easy wins, I feel like, because it just slams down to Fairy, and when that thing is unanswered, you just win. This deck doesn't really have something like that. It has Narset, but Narset is vulnerable, it's easy to deal with, and then it doesn't really win the game like Teferi does. You really have to fight for each victory with this deck, and I don't really see the upside of like doing that, right? Like why would I play this blue-black deck instead of just playing Rakdos? Like I have proactive elements, I'm very good against creature decks too, and I have like Fable and some of the best cards in the format. Like why would I play ever blue-black over Rakdos in a competitive tournament environment? I don't see it. It just doesn't make sense to me. Alright guys, that's it for the deck tech and video and gameplay. Sorry I can't tell you, hey, this deck is nice. Sorry. I hope you still enjoyed the video, and yeah, that is all that matters sometimes too. And you know, it's also important to go over this, check out, hey, maybe Sheoldred's Edict changes stuff. In this case, I don't think it didn't really. So DIMIR still solidly in tier 2. Alright guys, see you in the next one. Bye bye.